Been a busy day of developing news. So the body found in the trunk of a Tesla registered to popular music artist David is that of a teenage girl missing since April of last year. Fox 11's Knorr, this stunning development in this case. Christina.
Yeah, her name was Celeste Rivas. She was last seen leaving her home here back in 2024. Her family thought she was missing. She was declared missing back then. They had no idea there could even be a connection to the body in the Tesla until they got a call from TMZ last week. Now, keep in mind that David has been cooperating with authorities. He has not been named a person of interest, let alone a suspect. But at this point, this concert in Seattle, the next concert date, has been canceled, and people here are saying, what's going on? Take a look.
Carter family, Carter gang. What it do, y'all? What it do, y'all? Back with y'all with another one. I'm outside, I'm blowing the horn. Get up off that couch, come hop in the car with me and spin the block. Now today, we going to Hollywood, which I like to call Hollyweird, right? Where this tragic and diabolical love story between a man and a baby takes place. You hear me? Between a man and a girl, which is very disturbing. Now, what's even more disturbing, when you find out more of this situation and we peel back the layers, people around the situation seem to know about it, had to know about it, and got receipts about it, and ain't nobody in nothing about this or said nothing till it cracked, till it hit the fan. Even when this girl was missing, people still was hush-hush about the situation, you hear me? Now, to start this story, we really got to take it back to Lake Elsinore, and we coming with all the receipts, all the game, everything that got to do with this case. So we got to go to Lake Elsinore, where Celeste is from. So let's check out this clip as we start to peel back the layers of the situation. But before we peel that back, right, it's been a diabolical year for children in the news, you hear me? If you follow this channel, you know about the Hoover indictment on Figueroa Street in Los Angeles, where there were several babies involved, trafficking, organ donor, organ harvesting, all kind of wicked stuff being going on. Before that, you had Nova, you know, the baby, 12, 13 years old. She was caught up in the same thing, doing the same thing, and what viral on it was on soft white underbelly. A lot of what I'm seeing going on with the youth has been very disturbing. And now you got this situation with Celeste. Man, let's rewind this back and check this clip out, man. We finna start peeling back the layers to Celeste and David. You hear me?
The Reddit thread here. So let me read this to you. And this was 9 days ago. So before anybody knew the body in the trunk. So the person says, this guy is a pedophile from what I've heard. My sister, who is now in 9th grade, told me that he was dating an 8th grader. Let's call her C. And she would go on trips with him to LA. They're all in 9th grade now. And it turns out C's friends knew, and he would pay them to keep their mouth shut. C had been missing for over a month now. No one knows her whereabouts. Definitely something strange going on. So let me show y'all this picture. Do y'all see this picture? That is David. Remember this hat. This hat is very important. I'm zooming in. Remember this black and pink hat. He has money in his hands and he's paying some kids off. Okay? And it says, this is the pic bro showed me. I'm not capping. So now let's move on to once they find out that Celeste is the body in the car. This was 2 days ago. They said, sorry for the late reply. I'm sure the police have been involved. I don't know the full details of C's life. It seemed to me that she had a broken home, life/family, because the way my sister put it, she never wanted to be home and was always out. Seems like the parent relationship wasn't there. I'm not sure if he's still paying or not. I can ask my sister and get back to you. Edit, I asked my sister. She said she isn't sure, but I saw news articles of the picture of the girl, and my sister confirmed that it is indeed C. Back, and he says, I'm not sure if this poster is real, but this is also a real photo of the missing poster from a year ago. My friend posted it in her stories in June. Now you can tell this poster had been kind of out there. The date says June 14th, 2024, missing, and that is Celeste's picture. Age 13, height 5'3", Celeste Rivas. Weight 120 pounds, Lake Elsinore, California. Okay? So then he goes on to say, yes, she was missing for that long officially, but she still had friends who were in contact with her. So what they're saying is she ran away from her mother's home over a year ago, but she was still alive and, you know, keeping in contact with her friends. Again, I'm not sure what her family life is like. It seemed very broken to me, which makes me believe she didn't want to go back home. What I meant was my sister and her friends lost contact with her for over a month since early or mid-August. I'm not too sure. Then they say my sister was talking to one of the people who was paid off. That person said they can't talk about it anymore. I'm assuming they are now talking to the police and helping with the investigation. Then they say, I haven't because somebody had asked them a question. They say, I haven't because I'm just the person receiving this information from my sister who goes to the same high school that Celeste should have went to with her friends go to. My sister knows the name of the girls who were paid. I can ask them.
So let me make sure we keeping track, right? So her friends knew about her relationship with Dave, right? So he paid them off to keep it hush hush. Now you would hope that the kids will be mature enough and they kids so they get a pass for not running to law enforcement and not telling. Remember, they are kids, they are minors. They are the minors that the adults is told to stay away from, but the minors probably don't know the victims that they is. They don't know the situation that it is because they is minors and they probably don't think it's bad as we think it. They moral high ground isn't high as an adult. So I could see them keeping this a secret long as he wasn't hurting Celeste and they was getting paid. But it's another side to this story about why the reason they got paid. Now check out this video clip on why somebody else suggests why they was getting paid.
No, basically it starts off with him, if you really try to ruin your life, I will help you, bud. He says, dude, please. Actually, Ethan, you don't know how bad this is, bro. Says, explain how bad it is then. So he says, oh, this was a secret. This wasn't supposed to get out. David didn't know how old the girl was. She was lying and saying she was 19 when he was 20, and the second he found out, he took her home. And since we were dumbass kids, we tried to blackmail him, and we really messed up. And if you keep that video up, you could ruin his life for doing nothing wrong over a girl lying, and then you could ruin my life because he would know I leaked it, and I could go to jail for like slandering him.
Let's add it all up and do the math real quick. So on one hand, we got him saying he was caught dealing with the minor. Her friends found out, so they wouldn't tell. He gave them hush money, and they even got a picture of that where he handed over cash to some youngins. Then you got the other side that say he was tricked, and Celeste told him that she was 19 and he didn't know. But the problem with that is this picture right here. This picture right here do not look like no 19-year-old. Do not look like no 12-year-old. So when we add all the math up with this picture, that second story don't fly at all. It don't fly at all because she don't look nowhere near 19. She don't even look 14. I would have think that's a 10 or 9-year-old. And ain't like Celeste was one of them. Ain't like she was one of them youngins that looked older than she really was. She looked her age. You could look at the picture. So that goes out the window. So we got to lean towards the friends knew, the kids knew. And they was paid to keep that quiet. Now they kids, so we got to give them that pass. But we all wish that somebody was mature enough in that group to report this. And we probably shouldn't have got here right now in this instance with this baby was found in the trunk of the Tesla. And to the point that David got so comfortable with this situation, they was even on social media, Discord, talking about these situations, conversating with the minor.
Get off, hey man, her Discord role says 18 plus, bro, so I don't know. But there's literal messages surfacing where she says, yo, I can't go because of David's stupid age restrictions, okay? So then David responds back, fake your age. Everyone did. So if you were active in a Discord, then you know that it's pretty open that David knew this chick was not of age. David knew this chick was really young, so young that she couldn't even go to certain tour dates.
Now, we already know that he knew that she wasn't right for him in this situation, right? We already knew that going back looking at the pictures when she was 12 years old. That's already established he in the wrong. But what's crazy to me is he willing to talk about it online on social media like people ain't gonna put this together, like people ain't gonna weave this together. And yes, they start weaving, they start putting this together like detectives. Check this out.
I have nothing to do with the David situation. Yes, I am in his Discord. This is David. This is the victim, Celeste. I've known David for a very long time. Before his music career, I was the leader of his Fortnite clan. That's how we know each other. This victim, Celeste, I don't even remember ever talking to. I don't think I have. I know this means nothing, but she had the 18+ rule. And if you are a multi-platinum artist like David, I don't think you would have a 13-year-old girl around you. But unfortunately, I was wrong. A year ago, I was publicly saying that David was the enemy. Check the dates. Check the dates. Remember the enemy 2 years ago. Never listening to David again. This is a video from us back in 2023. We talked a couple times on stream and there are recordings of this. A few of us literally were there like this. Like we know something, we just can't prove it. And for now 2.5 years, I've been making jokes about this. And this is crazy how I feel like the prophesizer.
So the friends already knew about it. The surrounding friends were starting to know about it. And people on the internet and David fans were starting to know about it, doing their little investigations, peeping it out. See, he was putting it out there, making videos, making songs, talking about this lady, and they was putting it together. And guess what? They found her brother and they was DMing her brother, questioning him about the situation. Check this out.
So they're going through his stuff. So this is the conversation they had with him. So they said, dude, why does David follow you? All respect to your sister. I hate how shitty people are being. Was it really him, Jesus? All love, man. And the brother says, yes, it was him because he found my account out of nowhere and followed me. Fuck. Well, he has it coming. That's wild. Just randomly. Did you even talk to him? The brother says, I met him once in person. So this is all being screen recorded. Then they go on to say, did your family know of your sister being with him? Like she was living with him. All this shit is so confusing and disgusting. The brother says, I knew and went to the police about it, but lack of evidence, so it was waved off. Then the guy says, bullshit. Now that there's 1,000 people backing you up, it won't happen again. But if they had listened, brother says even then they don't do anything. They haven't even done anything towards him. Then the person says that's how it is with celebrities. That's how it is with celebrities. Just look at fucking Diddy. They don't do shit. Then he says, I know it fucking sucks. Fucking crazy. People suffer for it. How long has she been gone? He says dead 2 weeks. And then the person says, damn, that soon? People have been saying like a month. The dude is a weirdo. His songs all have weird messages and imagery. What do you think happened? Like he didn't want her to expose him being with her? Brother says, I don't know. Person says, damn. Was your sister like in love with him and choosing to stay? I'm guessing it was all him manipulating her. Then the brother says, yeah, she was always saying that he was waiting till she was 18 to get married and stuff like that. Guy says, fucking sick. That's crazy. All those people in his circle who knew and didn't say shit. I saw one guy got sued by him. I'm sure you would have too if you kept pushing. Then he said, dog, what? I never knew that. My sister wouldn't say anything ever. Then he says, dude, there's so much shit in that Discord he has. And the brother says, what the fuck? There's a Discord? He said, yeah, it was just his fan Discord and stuff. I wasn't in it obviously, but from what I know, he recently deactivated it. And some screenshots and recordings are posting today and yesterday after the news showed one of his guys saying this. So they're saying here, at everyone, I'm in a song crisis right now. Then he says, the one with the missing girl, Celeste Rivera's. 95% sure it's legit. Someone who was in the server before. It was locked, screen recorded, them looking up this message, and it wasn't edited or anything. Then he says, what the fuck? No fucking way, dude. Please send me more if you know, dude. He says, got you, bro. Let me find everything that's been posted for you. That's why I said so many people were after David. Now after this, they have found so much evidence to back this shit up. Dude, I never knew this shit. Only a small number of people were aware until today. Brother says, I wish I would have known. I could have used this. You didn't have your sister added on Discord. He says, I don't even have a Discord. Then they say, yeah, I just been seeing because someone took a screenshot of her account supposedly. So that was Celeste's Discord account. And you can see here, she joined in 2021 and she hasn't really been in there since 2024 because at that, and then it also has #1 fan on there as well. But at that point, you know, he was dealing with her in person.
So this is very disturbing if the brother really reached out to law enforcement and they didn't do nothing. They didn't investigate. Of course, them saying what they saying probably ain't enough to convict nobody of what crime, but it's enough to come do a search. It's enough to go looking for a missing girl, a missing person. Oh, this missing person could be with these celebrities. We know where this celebrity at. You can find out where he at, the studio he work at, he on tour, he doing his thing. They should have looked into this before it got this far. If allegedly he had something to do with this, because people knew something should have been done. It should have been some type of intervention, especially when it's a missing person, especially when everybody knows who she dealing with. Now, I guess during the time she was a missing person, nobody really came forward and said nothing because the friends, she was still in communications with her friends for a while, and you could see her on social media, you could see her on Discord, you could see there was nothing wrong with her. So it's crazy that it didn't happen, but I can see how it did happen. Kids getting paid off to be quiet. She's a missing person, but everybody really know she's alive. So I can see how it got this far. Now let's focus on David more. Now David got some songs that sound very incriminating. They got tattoos that's very incriminating. They got similar matching tattoos. The sh on the side of the finger tattoo, right? But let's get into these lyrics that sound like he talking about Celeste. Check this out.
In the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. I hate you. Now, that song was released in 2022, 2 years before named Celeste in an unreleased song. According to the report, those unreleased tracks included the lyrics, "Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed." The other verse included the lyrics, "Oh Celeste, afraid you'll only love me when undressed, but you look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed, but I digress because." Now, according to the report, that song was leaked.
So with all this evidence, right, you got pictures, you got Discord messages, you got videos of her in, and I ain't even show that. There's so much to this. I ain't even show that. Check out his videos to these songs. He got her in it. All these situations, all these circumstances, and she was a missing person, and nothing happened. Nothing got looked into this. This is very weird to me. The more that I sit back and think about it and look at this case, everything that was going on in the situation, how could this not be investigated? How could this not be cleared up? This is a clear failure from the justice system if the brother is telling the truth, right? Then especially with these lyrics, he got lyrics saying the girl name. What more can you need? Hey, this is my sister, her name is Celeste, this and that. Her friends will tell you they didn't receive hush money. Here's her picture. There she go in the video. Why ain't nothing being done? It kind of make me seem like maybe the brother is capped. Maybe this one of them R. Kelly situations where the parents know will be quiet because this is a celebrity and this could turn out to be beneficiary to the family in the long run. Let's say if she get married to to the dude or whatever. I don't know, because I don't see, if you bring all this information forward, a missing person, a missing girl, that they wouldn't investigate and look at the situation. Or is it really the power of Hollywood? And speaking of Hollywood and everything that's been going on, let's get deeper into the case. You know, the fans, they on the case, they being detective, they out there on the internet finding evidence and finding things that's tying this dude to this girl case. So check out this video.
Evidence in the singer David's house that linked him to the murder of the 15-year-old girl in LA.
See them in their plain clothes, suits. We also see crime scene text. It appears to be centered at this home. Sky Cow was able to get a peek before it got dark, and we can see the garage door open, and we see what appear to be crime scene text going in and out of that garage. There you see it right there. You see the door to the home open on the inside. Another Tesla with the front open right there inside the garage as well. To be clear, LAPD has not said tonight if this investigation is related to the investigation of the girl's body being found, but they are like less than 100 feet away from where it was all found. So this is all happening in the same neighborhood. We have reached out to
You guys just saw a few moments ago, we have just received more information regarding the singer David and his correlation to the 15-year-old girl that was murdered in LA, with the LAPD now confirming that they ended up searching a house that was connected to him and found several bags of evidence that linked him to the girl's murderer. As of right now, the LAPD hasn't specified what any of this evidence is, but we do know that the evidence was in stuff like computers and bags. As of right now, David has not yet spoke on any of this information, but we do know that he has already canceled multiple shows that are going on right now for his current world tour. So my best guess is that later on in the next few weeks, he is either going to speak out on this, or he is going to be publicly convicted of murdering this 15-year-old girl, and things are not going to be looking good.
You go on David's YouTube channel and you scroll way at the bottom, you see a song that's called Runaway. You know, the mom came out saying that her daughter ran away when she reported her as missing. What is going on? If David is actually tied to this girl Celeste, like no joke, he's for real successful because of her. I don't know if this on some I don't even want to say it, but it's like, what's going on? This is weird. Way in 2021, Runaway. That's what. And of course, the picture is a girl running away. The reason why I say she's the reason why he's successful is because I don't know if they tied together. If they tied together, no innocent until proven guilty. It's like he wanted to put himself in his dark hole and mess with his head just so he can make the best type of music. Because he got the voice. He can actually really sing. He can actually really come together and make a real good song. And it's almost like he needed to feel the love for real, or feel the pain for real. What I'm about to say is about to be a little bit dark conspiracy theory, but it's almost like if they tied together and he really didn't love her, he did this to make the best type of music. All of it. He got like 5 songs on her birthday. He did a mini album on her birthday. And of course, y'all seen all of the other coincidences. Y'all seen all of the other coincidentals. It's just crazy. And that's why I say, if he's innocent, this is the biggest coincidental we ever seen in our life.
I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry, not a single tear. I killed you. So it's not like the thought of her is gone by itself was something that she did. It was something that I decided to do. And I killed her in the back of my mind. But it's really more of a figurative I killed you, especially in the back of my mind. I try to stress that in the back of my mind. That's why I say it so loud. In the back of my mind, you died. In the back of my mind, I killed you. So it's all in the mind, because that's the most secure place you can be, is in your mind. So if you can expel that thought from your mind, then everything else will just come together. I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died.
This is everything we know about the David situation compiled into one video. So the music video for his song Romantic Homicide was posted on the birthday of the girl that was found in his car. Which, speaking of that girl and his music videos, he has used a girl in his videos that looks suspiciously similar to the girl that was found in his car. David also has a leaked song called Celeste where he talks about being obsessed with the girl called Celeste. The girl found in David's Tesla was named, you guessed it, Celeste. There are also different photos that are released of David in person with this Celeste girl, you know, the one that was found in his car. The mom of the Celeste girl said that she was dating a guy named David before she went missing. David and the girl that was found in his car both share a matching tattoo on the same finger. There are also pictures coming out allegedly showing David paying people off to not talk about the fact that he is into younger girls. There's also the fact that the lyrics of Romantic Homicide, one of his most popular songs, kind of eerily mirror the situation that he's in now. Now, the only defense that David really had that he didn't do this was the fact that he's on tour. But the more evidence that comes out, the more that alibi kind of falls apart.
What's up, everybody? All right, you guys, so more information is coming out in the case of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Now, y'all, what I find so alarming about this case is it seems like so many people knew that Celeste was underage. They knew about this alleged relationship with David. It's all in Discords. It's all on Instagram. People are now posting actual pictures that seem to be Celeste and David. But nobody came forward and said anything about this until she was found deceased. So I was able to locate her family. And we know that Celeste went missing in April of 2024, but she actually went missing in February of 2024 as well. Now, her family took to social media on February 14th and expressed that Celeste was missing. Now, shortly after, they said that she had been found. But we know that in April, Celeste would disappear again. Now, y'all, all kind of pictures have been dropping, but a picture that TMZ actually confirmed, this picture is crazy. So allegedly, this is David, and from what we know, the people in this picture say that he was paying off kids to not tell about him and Celeste's relationship. Now, when TMZ actually dug into this, they found out that this area where the picture was taken is only miles away from Celeste's family's home. Now, I've been seeing a lot of back and forth about whether he was having a relationship with this underage girl or not. And y'all, I 100% believe that he was having an inappropriate relationship with this child. Not only that, y'all, Celeste is no longer alive. She was found in his vehicle. I don't think people are grasping how serious this is. Not only that, it seems to be a lot of children involved in this case. She's talking to her friends about the relationship. Her friends are telling her they hope she leaves. He's paying off allegedly other kids in the neighborhood. Y'all, this is a grown man. Even when you look at the pictures that Celeste's mother posted when she went missing the first time, she looks like a baby. This man was doing shows, tours, streams, and you telling me not one person knew that she was missing, not one person could tell that this was a child. Now, I'm very curious as to did he introduce her to his family, because this man seemed like he was obsessed with Celeste. And the fact that all this evidence is out there of them actually having an inappropriate relationship, but it literally took social media pulling this all together for it to come out, y'all, it's crazy. Another question that I have is, who did the tattoos? Somebody had to have personally come to his home to do these tattoos. Now, let's remember, her being underage, she would have needed consent to get a tattoo at a shop. Meaning he had to have paid somebody to come do those tattoos. Not only that, if you go look up that Wildness2 account, which is Celeste's burner account, because her name was Wildness2 on TikTok and Instagram, people that she followed also followed David, or David followed them. The only thing was there was not a direct connection between Celeste and David, but y'all, they followed the same exact people. So I know for a fact that other people knew about what was going on. Now, do I believe David is the person who actually unalived Celeste? Y'all, David's tour started in August. Her body was found in September. It is not far-fetched that her body could have been in that Tesla for a few weeks. David could have had somebody moving the Tesla. He could have paid somebody to move the Tesla. Just because he was on tour does not mean he's not the person who committed this crime. Now, y'all, comment below and let me know your thoughts so far.
That is the inspiration for the song. It's insane.
David uploaded this extremely disturbing music video 10 months after Celeste went missing. If you don't know, Celeste is the 15-year-old girl who was found dismembered in the back of his Tesla. A lot of very disturbing evidence has recently come out alleging that David has had a relationship with this girl since she was 12 years old. And looking back in hindsight, that makes this music video even more terrifying, because I'm sure it can be interpreted in many different ways. But if you just look at what is going on physically in the music video, it appears that there is a man dragging a body. He puts this body into the trunk of a car, and then two other people drive off with the body in the trunk, and then they continue to live their life as if everything is normal until one day they are ready and they decide to go and bury the body. The way that this is so similar to how it actually seems to be going down is insane to me.
Now, that last story about that video that this woman was just talking about takes the cake. It blows my mind that it eerily and similarly fit the situation that happened in real life. Now, when this situation happened, I'm thinking, how could he did it if he on tour? But we got to find out how long that girl body had been in that trunk, right? We got to wait for the coroner's report in. They was saying the body was dismembered, so it's pieces of the body that's missing. They ain't even found her whole body yet, which blows my mind. Where is the other part at? So I guarantee when them Tesla cameras show up, I guarantee it's gonna be somebody else involved in the situation, unless she been in there since or before he went on tour. He did that right before he went on tour. Maybe somebody was supposed to dispose of it and they didn't do it right, didn't do the job, didn't dispose of it, and now everybody caught up. Or it could be another twist. Allegedly, Celeste had a side dude, right? And his name was Gus. And she was talking to this dude and dealing with this dude named Gus. Now, allegedly, this was her first love, I guess, before David or during David. Could have David left her the keys to his car and she went and picked up the side dude and it went bad? Maybe the side dude pressed about her messing with David and she need to leave him alone and she didn't want to do it and the side dude did it. The cameras is going to tell a lot. We don't know what happened, but I know it's going to be, the truth is going to be stranger than fiction in this one. And it ain't just going to be as simple as David did this and threw it in the trunk. And it's not. It's going to be crazy, man. I'm going to leave it right here, but there's so many angles you could go, so many situations where you think could happen. But I guarantee you, what we think happened ain't happened. And if it did happen, it coming with a plot twist or two. I feel like more people is gonna be involved and it's gonna be crazy, man. What y'all think in the comments? Did David do it? Did he have somebody do it? Did he have somebody dispose and they didn't dispose of it? Or did somebody else do it and David just left the keys to his car to his little girlfriend and she got herself in a situation where somebody dismembered her body? So whoever did this is sick, because remember, they only found the torso and the arm. So until then, man, pray for this family, right? Pray for this family. If they got any GoFundMe, any donations, donate to this family. I'm pretty sure they grieving and they gonna need people love. Whether they was complicit in the way or not, this is a child loss, man. So I'm gonna drop y'all back at the house with your significant other, and I'm gonna let y'all carry on with y'all day. But when the update on this case come, I'm finna bring it to y'all, man. So if you stayed this long, you definitely rocking with me. So at least hit that hype, and if you definitely rocking with me, then you should hit that like. And if you want to hear more and stay updated upon this case, then hit that subscribe, man. Until then, I'm gone.